All right, welcome back, Generals, to another Let's Fix Generals 0 Hour to make the best game ever. Good, so, oh, we have compilers here. Oof, 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 oof. Okay, before we continue here, how about we rebase this guy here? Let me see. Stash. Let's rename this one to WW3D2. Pull here. And what is this? WW-lib. This one. So rebase. Oof. Delete hours. Yeah. Let's see if that looks correct now. Resolving. Seems to be right. Seems to be right, yeah. So inside. Okay, this one is wrong. This one is wrong because the order is incorrect here. Let me see. Core, library, source, lib. Okay, this one looks correct. What is this here? Let me okay, that's good. Then let me find that this string here I would like to find, please. There it is. Okay, so here the format is wrong. It should be like that. Hmm. I think this can actually be simplified to common debug, no? No? No. Maybe not. Okay, this one needs to be sorted. Yeah. I think we also need to double check that it has actually removed all the files. Code, because there's a chance that it did not. Aha, see, it did not. There we go. Debug. Yeah. Codes. Debug. Okay, this might be it. Okay, and then what do we do next? Okay. Let's look over the files once more. there are no odd comments. Yeah, it seems to be fine. Then let me additional fixes. Okay. Yeah, let's push mapper, for example. Change matrix animation. Right? So let's push this guy. Oh, I cannot push. Okay. Cannot push to this branch. Fast allocator needs to be deleted. Files need to be deleted. What else? Comment needs to be formatted to files list in needs to be sorted. Good. Good, let's go back here. Slash pop. Let's return to business. How about we just compile generals? There, let's remove 0 hour here. Good. Good. So what do? We reload, we compile. There were compile errors, so we need to check what goes wrong. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Let's see. Let me see here. Oof. Uses different value. Yeah. Alters a lot of code, or maybe meaningless. Stock games don't. Oof. Oof. Texture class. Okay, so looks like we need to sync texture class first. Yeah, where's that guy? Texture class. Texture. Oof. Oof. Yeah. Okay. What does he say about that? He doesn't say anything about it. Okay, but we need to update texture changes, so let's do that. Good. So. Okay, vector 3. Yeah. Cube texture class. Okay. Ref count. Oof. Okay, so texture base class is pretty much new. Yeah. Okay. This is our regular texture class. For legacy reason, it contains some information beyond the D3D texture itself, such as texture addressing modes. Okay, whatever. Ah, okay, so a lot of stuff was moved out of this texture class. Into the base texture class. Oof. This is a strong refactor. Oof. Oof. I think this is one of the first things we should do, yeah, this texture thingy. Oh man, this is tough. Oof. Well, I guess we can see what happens if we just take it all. But it's kind of risky, isn't it? Oof. Okay, this looks pretty safe. Okay, got a whole bunch of functions here. Okay. Got texture class. Oh boy. I mean, shit. That's a huge refactoring. It's a huge refactoring. I mean, the easiest bet is to just take it all and see what happens. Oh boy. Yeah, let's just take it all. Take it all and see what happens. Yeah. Let's see what happens. Errors happen. Oof. Oof. I think we try to change too many things at once. Yeah. Well, if we change a texture class, we need to also change all the users, right? Oof. This is a very difficult endeavor. Yeah. Okay, so this animated sound manager, I think this is just a file we have to take, right? Let me see. Animated sound manager. Yeah, okay. Okay, that is simple enough. Move. Huh? Oh. Copy. There we go. Oof. Oof, 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 oof. Okay, so build AAP already has a body. Where? Oh. Tree index is an alias for vector 3i. Huh? Um. Well, let's get back 0 hour. Generates. I think we tried changing too many things at once. I think that was a bit of a mistake. Can we... I think we should change texture class. Yeah, and then fix all the users of the new texture class. I think that might be a plan. Just focus on that. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. How do we do that? I don't want to lose these changes here. Well, we have to stash them. Can we stash them selectively? Hold on. I don't know. Maybe we have to stash them all and then selectively unstash. I don't know how to do it. Um, Okay, how about we do the following? We stash this guy. Then we go to Win Merge. We go to Texture. Here. Yeah. We take over all the changes. Yeah. Here. And also here. Okay. And then we see what happens when we try to compile. How about that? Texture. Okay. Okay, I'm scared. Texture thumbnail. .h. What is texture thumbnail? Hold on. Texture thumbnail. Texture. It's here. Okay. Do we need to port that over as well? Maybe. Oof. Oof, man. Oof. A lot was changed here. My gosh. My gosh. Okay, let's see what happens if we try to build this garbage. Let's just have it run through. Oof, the lag. Okay, we see a lot of compile errors there. That's not looking too good. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's just a warning. Okay, never mind. Oh man, the lag is unreal. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Da, da, da. Support the Command and Conquer General's demo. Enables user to test General's code with a demo. Huh? With a demo? Why with a demo? Support demo. What is the benefit of what is the benefit of this? On this point, there are some points I think need to be considered. You should very carefully consider the nature of this project and who you expect to develop this code now and into the future. Is it a community project, open source project? How friendly do you want to be to new programmers? What do you do when people exit the project? How much tribal knowledge do you intend to tolerate? How do you intend to pass it along as people move in and out? For example, every language accumulates a ton of craft and syntactic sugar over its lifetime. This is true for C++. Veteran dev might be used to fancy language features, but if you wish to be friendly to dev coming in from different languages, asking them to wrap their head around all those new features before being able to contribute will create extra friction. And then a project where probably nobody is getting paid, what is the amount of friction it can tolerate before it withers? My point is, adapt any guidelines to the developers you wish to attract to the project. Not a question of technical ability, but of design. Mobile presents enormous challenges implementing different control scheme. Yeah, that's true. Good advice, Tim. Well, I mean, that's why you need documentation. You just need to document your rules. Like if you ban goto, you just write it down. No goto, right? Yeah, we haven't written down anything yet, so yeah. Good. So, what kind of compile errors did we get? Let's see. Probably a lot. Okay, bump map texture class. Okay. Okay, let's look into bump map texture class first then. Okay, where would that be? I think we have seen it previously, no? Let me see. How? Bump map texture class. Aha, so this was removed now, right? Aha. So we have removed the bump map texture class. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Okay, how about we restore this? Bump map texture class. There we go. Aha, it's called volume texture class. Bump map. So the bump map texture class was basically just a texture class before. Okay, let's get back to texture class. Texture. Okay, let's go down. Okay, let's put in here this guy. This guy. And this guy. Okay. We do the same here. Bump map texture class. There we go. Oof. How about we stash these changes and then we copy the bump map texture class. How about we copy the whole file here? We put that into our notepad. Yeah. Same for the CPP. There we go. Okay. Then we go to stash pop. Then we go to, where do we go? Yeah. Good. So, texture, this guy. And we put this guy down here. Oh, there's not much to it. Okay, so we put this at the bottom of the texture here. Texture CPP. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Okay. Let me also just, for good measure, copy this guy over here. There we go. Okay. Okay, let's see what compile errors we get now. Okay, let's see. Okay, cannot access private member. Okay, DX8 Texman. Oof. Okay, so we need to go to oof. DX8 Texman. Let's see. DX8 Texman. DX8. Here, Texman. Oof. 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 Oh boy. Texture checker class. So is this already added here? Let me see. It seems to be in 0 hour only. Okay, so we can't do that yet. Yeah, so maybe we need to manually fix up those compiler errors first. Yeah, maybe. Oof. 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 WW debug is not sorted. Fast allocator needs to be removed from generals WW lib. Okay, maybe what we do, texture tracker class. Oof. DX8 texture tracker class. Where does this file live? DX Texman. Maybe we need to update Texman as well. Could that be? Texman. Oof. Yeah. Let me search for this guy. Texture class abstraction. Which files does it touch? Oof. So it touches texture, matpass. Yeah. Okay, so it looks like we need to touch all these files here to do that thing. Yeah. think this is really a hard story here. Texture, texture, texture. Oh boy. Oh, oh boy. Mm, mm, um, try to do the I have an idea. So there are these thingies. Let me take a copy of this. Texture class redesign. Let's search for this guy and see if it's a perfect overlap. Oh, it actually touches more. Ooh, ooh, well, that's not good. Oh. Oof. Oh. Ugh. Ugh. Oof. What is this guy here? Maybe we do this one first. Oof. Text project. Man. Yeah, this one. Aha. Maybe we should do that first. Let me stash this guy here. Let's do this first. Maybe that would be easier. Actually, might be better for starters checking. Okay. Okay. Depth stencil target. Okay. Just deletes a bunch of things here. Well, okay. Oh. Render to shadow buffer, texture support. Well, this already looks very suspicious here. Well, let's see what happens when we go this route. Yeah. It seems quite risky here. Text project. So it's text project, R info. Yeah. Let's do our info. Okay. Okay. Our info. Next. A DX8 wrapper. DX8 wrapper, yeah. Our info. DX8 wrapper. DX8 wrapper. Oof, but that has multiple things going on here. Oof. Oof. Oh shit. Oh shit, 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 shit. Oh my gosh. Oh boy. So if we compile now, what happens? Use of undefined type. Z texture class. Oof. Okay. Set render target with Z. Okay. Oof. 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 Why can I not select these two lines and just copy these over? Somehow it doesn't want to do that correctly. There we go. Okay, so I guess we take this guy. What was it complaining about? Set render target with Z. Set render target. Set render target with Z. Oof. Yeah. Okay, so no, I'm not sure which ones we need to take. We need to take this one, certainly. But on top of that, what else? Probably, oh, probably this one as well. This line here. No. There we go. Hmm. No, we're looking for shadow buffer, not depth map. Oh, actually, hold on. Ugh. No, this one we need because it's calling it. Yeah, shadow map. There we go. Do we have more depth map stuff in here? No. Okay, so we have that guy. DX8 wrapper. Oh boy. Let's take these guys. Okay. Let's go for this function. Yeah, okay, so we are looking at this guy. Set render target. Create render target. Jesus. Oof. The diff is pretty bad. What we need to do is add these functions here. I think what we need to do is oh man. Oh man, this is hard. Oh boy. The problem is the difficulty here is that multiple that these WW3D2 functions have seen different revisions between generals and 0 hour, making it harder to untangle separate Oh, how do we do this? Oh man, this is tough. I think what we need is shit. What we need is shit. My gosh. There's one thing here. I don't like that this thing creates bug files. Can we tell it to not create bug files maybe? Tools. Options. Backup file name. Can we disable this? Actually, the back files are useful to... The back files are useful to... Gosh. Let me close this one, this one. We have way too many files open here. Replace what? Let me see this one here. Oh no, what's a different change? This one, yeah. Maybe then explain clean enough. This requests about the data files for already existing demo release. Ability to playtest freeware demo before purchasing full game. Test. I see. Okay, let's take a look at this guy. Oof. Files changed. So many. Where does this also do download now? Download. Debug. Download debug. Download. Something is wrong here. Something is wrong in this change. I don't understand why this. Why does this change? Why does this show diff in? I don't understand what is happening here. Ah, it's because of this one here, maybe. Hold on. No, it still shows 383 files. Why does this change suddenly show a diff on 383 files? Um, Yeah, how do we gracefully get those changes from 0 hour to generals? Boah. Boah. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, the difficulty is that like there's not just one change in these files, but there are multiple ones. And that makes it really, really tough. Very tough. Shit. This is This is hard. Backup files. Let me disable this backup thingy. It just it's these files here. I don't want that. Let's delete the backup files. Oh man. This is unsettling. Oh man. Okay. Let me close all these files here. Clean up the junk. Okay, so. Fuck. Okay, before we continue, let's make a copy of this guy. Yeah. Let's just place it here. Yeah, have a copy here. Okay. Good. So let me stash pop. The texture class redesign. I think it's unfeasible to try to make sense of the different steps. I mean, this one was quite easy, the matrix name change, but oh man. We can probably get the desert changes, right? Maybe. Fuck. Maybe we should go by. No. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it. Let me stash that again. How do we do it? I don't know. This is hard. It's very hard. Yeah. Boy. Probably need to get all the texture stuff in one swoop. Looks like you also did this all in one swoop here. He did this all in one day here. Okay, let's search for this one date. How about that? Let's do that. He was very busy on this day. Oh boy. That format was already in here. In generals? No. Yes, here. Huh. Okay. But only partly. Maybe it was copied over by Thompson's earlier. No. Right now I don't know how to properly do this. It's just so many changes in there that are intertwined. Yeah. Boah. Um, if you would have enabled collab on this pull, then I could have pushed it earlier. Yeah, I'm not sure how to do it. There's just so much. What we could do is just like keep going through all the files and just like see what we should take from 0 hour and maybe what we should keep in generals, right? And then yeah, but oh. I don't know how we gonna do that. I mean, you're copying everything from 0 hour over generals and then fixing the bugs. Oh, man, that's tough. That's really tough. Let me look at the mapper changes related. Lots of changes to do. Look into changes not compatible with generals models. Light behavior change. Lots of changes. Oof. Bound changes. I'm a bit surprised by this statement though. Like if we look at projects generals files and we look at 0-hour loose files, and we look at art, W3D, oh. Oh. Let me go to actually, yeah, let's do it here. Commands, synchronize these. Let's put this folder. Art, W3D, yeah. And then we do the same here. We take generals, loose, art, this one, okay. And now we do compare, there we go. So, let's remove this one here. Are there any files that are equal? One. Okay. One that is equal. Okay, so but there are also there are a lot of files that are unique to generals, right? Um, zero hour does load many does use many W3D files from from generals as far as I can see. Let me look here into generals, loose, arts, W3D, 4,500. So let me see, how many files are different? 95. How many are equal? 1. Yeah. So basically there are 4,300 on this side, and here 4,400 unique on this side. Yeah. 0 hour does use all the W3D files from generals. So inherently this must mean that 0 hour is well compatible with generals files, no? Since you mentioned yeah. Yeah. Good. Let me see this change here. 309. 309 is still a lot, isn't it? Let me see. Okay, so this looks proper. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Core WW common. Yeah, this looks about right, I guess. Yeah. accept.h. Accept.h. Huh? Oh, it says 0 hour here. Huh. Interesting. Okay, I think that looks good. Yeah, looks good. Yeah, looks good. Or did we miss anything? Let me see if there are any previous change. There was like a 0 hour dependency here in core. Let's double check that. WW3D2 CMake, where's this? Huh? There we go. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, cool. I think it's fine. Yeah, I need to think about how we do that. I mean, 0 hour does load the generals models, right? So I think this means that 0 hour code is comparable fully, right? Yeah. I will eyeball all files in W3D. Next eyeball all files W3D2. Then cherry pick. Then transfer the changes. 0 over 2 generals, or the other way where applicable. For example, do we want to keep the bump map stuff from generals? Then we test this well in generals. Look at models. My assumption is that this is perhaps less scary than what the notes from Thompson's imply. Maybe because 0 hour should be able to handle all the generals files, because it uses them in the runtime. Good. I will take a break now. Yeah. I wish you a great day or night. Until next time. Goodbye.